Hello, hello, welcome. Welcome to Tuesday, Logitech Day. How's everyone doing? I am Jordan with 9 to 5 Toys. I run the YouTube side of things over here. And yeah, today we're going to be talking about some of the new Logitech stuff. Pretty exciting. So we do have the G Pro X Superlight 2 here, which is kind of hard to tell just looking at it. I don't know if there's a 2 on it anywhere, except it's USB-C. Otherwise, shape of everything, dimensions is all, pretty much identical to the first gen. So we'll be chatting about it a little bit. Of course, we've had it for a few days, but it being a holiday weekend, I was with family most of the weekend. I haven't had a whole lot of time to really dedicate to it, so I didn't do a full review for this embargo launch or whatever. It felt a little bit too early to do that, so we covered the news over at 9to5toys.com. If you just want to hear or see a little bit of what was actually released. I put this together for the embargo lift this morning. I'll pop that in the chat. But otherwise, still working on it, still getting my impressions and, kind of putting it through the paces a little bit and getting to know it. I actually never used the original Superlight, so this has been fun for me to check out. I've been maining the Death Adder V3 Pro. Oh, is it look too bright? Turn down my brightness on here. A little bit better. I've been maining the Razer Death Adder V3 Pro recently. Absolutely love this mouse. I like the Ergo Shape. So it's taking a little bit of getting used to with the Superlight. It's a very different shape. And then we also have the Death Adder V2 Pro, or not the Death Adder, the Viper V2 Pro here we can talk a little bit about. So yeah, some interesting stuff. If you have any questions about it, let me know in the comments. Otherwise, I'll just kind of start chatting about it a little bit. What's new, what's not new. Yeah, exactly. Curious what this new model brings to the table compared to the OG. So basically, shape is exactly the same. No updates to ergonomics there. So if you've used the one in the past and you like it, you're going to love this one. It's a couple grams lighter, coming in at 60 grams. So that's good. It's also, we've obviously seen lighter mice than that. This is the original came out 3 years ago. I'm a little surprised that's not a little bit lighter weight than that. But they've got some interesting tech packed into it. I'm going to turn down the music. Is the music too loud? I'm going to turn it down just a little bit. A couple different volume things here. So let's hop back over to this because I know they have some graphics about it. So basically, it's a new sensor, their Hero 2 sensor. All right, yeah, let me turn it down some more. Thanks for letting me know. It's hard for me to judge that based on my setup. So let me know if that's good. If you want to lower, that's great too. Let me know and I'll turn it down some more. Let's go. Let's see if they have it on their webpage. $10 more, $160. So not like, not crazy more expensive. It's not $200, but it is a little bit more expensive. So what we've got are some new switches, which is a hybrid optical and mechanical, and then their new Hero 2 sensor. So the switches, obviously the thought process here is they're trying to make it faster for pros. Yeah, a slight bump in spec. Yep. So faster switches. It can go up to 2K polling now. It's a little bit faster there. And, in theory, all that should bring down like the response time and the input lag to lower numbers and make it perform better for pro players. It really seems like this is a spec bump for pros, or people who want to play like a pro. So the switches, that hybrid thing, like it still has mechanicalness in it, but it has the optical for the lightning fast actuation. But then when it's not in use, it can go back to a mechanical state where it's not using. Yeah, but let me refer exactly. Yep. For still using mechanical to kind of like help with battery life a little bit is what they're claiming there. So also increased battery life, is supposed to be up to 95 hours now, I believe. So yeah, really a spec update. No changes whatsoever to the shape, which is interesting. They even said, I guess you can't really, it's hard to see the switches much in here. You really see the scroll wheel more. In the press briefing, they said the scroll wheel is basically the same as what was kind of in the latter units of the original Superlight. So like that had been updated in the previous model, and then whatever that update was is basically transferred over to the Lightspeed or Superlight 2. Yeah, exactly. That's my next video title. And we can, like, it's very quiet. Scroll wheel's very quiet. There's a little bit of tactility to it. Like there's some, let's see if I don't know if you'll be able to see that very much. If I pop over here, you can kind of see there are like steps to it. But it's light. So scroll wheel's fine, nothing crazy there. The side buttons, like I said, I never used the original Superlight. I'd say the side buttons are kind of like mushy and not great. The mouse 1 and mouse 2 have a really sharp tactile click. Like really sharp. It kind of reminds me of like was it the Prime series from Steel series? Like they had a very sharp click. And that's what this reminds me of. Actually, I wonder if it'll even pick up here. I have NVIDIA broadcast on. Yeah, it's not picking up in the mic. I guess I could try to turn that off, but you'll hear my mic in the background. Yeah, it's been interesting. Like, basically, since the Death Adder V3 Pro came out, that's been my main. And I enjoy an ergo shape for. I mean, I play games and also do productivity at the same desk, so it's nice to have a little bit bigger shape in there, but also still crazy lightweight. And I found using the Superlight 2 now, it's kind of like transitioning me more into like a fingertip player. Like I'm not really making much contact back here at all, which is different for me. It's taking a little bit of getting used to. I mean, it's still very lightweight, very easy to move, but it's just a different feel in my hand. Going on with the Type-C, which is nice. Let's see if you can see it in the light there. Get a little bit closer. And then I'm going to hop over into G-Hub here real quick. So one interesting feature, we kind of talked about like this being basically like an update for the Pro, or wannabe pro, I guess you would say that. Or like, the casual gamer who still likes to play very competitively. One interesting thing here now is that they have, basically you can change the X-axis and Y-axis sensitivities, which I didn't even know this was a thing until maybe like a month ago. One of the streamers that I watch, Break, he was talking about his mouse sensitivity in game, and he was showing off how he has the different sensitivities built in there to help with spray control, which kind of like blew my mind. I still haven't tried it in practice, but basically instead of being in a game or anything, this is worked into the actual software or the actual mouse as well, and you can save different onboard profiles for this mouse. So I thought that was pretty interesting. And then to piggyback on that, you also have a lot more control over the sensitivity of it. You know, typically, I think a lot of other mice, it's limited to like jumps of like 10 or 100 when it comes to DPI. Actually, I'm going to bring up the Death Adder here. And let's look at the DPI settings. Okay, so you can go by 50 here for DPI changes, but with the, like you can go by, oh wait, can't you? Oh, I thought you could. They made it sound like you could make, okay, maybe 10. You can go by 10 increments, maybe not 1. You can do that on Razer? Or you just type it in? Oh, the XY, is that what you're saying? Yeah, so you can make that change here. You're right, in Synapse. Yeah. You don't quite have the same... Whoa! Nope, that's not what I wanted. You don't quite have the same granularity when it comes to like the dialing in more exact numbers, it doesn't seem like. But yes, you can do the XY, which I don't think I've ever used. Because it's never something I ever thought about. And then another thing that's, I think, new with this over the older Superlight is that you can calibrate a mouse. Like you can calibrate the Superlight based on the sensitivity of another mouse, like what you're used to. So for me, transitioning from the Death Adder V3 Pro, it was interesting because, you know, 400 on the Death Adder didn't quite feel like 400 on the Superlight 2. And so, I think this is probably a common thing between a bunch of different mice, is that like maybe the sensitivity isn't exactly the same. What if I could, man? Yeah, why do you think I never had the original Superlight? Can't even buy myself one. Anywho, like the sensitivity between different mice is very, it can vary. And so what Logitech is doing with this one, I guess I don't know of other companies that are doing this, but you can calibrate the sensor to a different mouse, something else you're used to. So basically, yeah, you can see this one here. It says Death Adder V3 Pro 1. So I calibrated it to, I calibrated the sensitivity to this. I'm going to turn off the advanced, go back to my 400. Yeah, we'll check this again. We'll go to calibrate. Because, I mean, you'll see, it'll be interesting if it brings up the exact same number, but I think it asks, you know, what sensitivity have your other one set at? And I put it at, oh, that's interesting. Optimus, that doesn't surprise me. His videos are so good. I'm excited to see what he thinks of the G Pro X2. It's gonna be interesting how it does in his rigorous testing. It's cool to see like all the hardware he's built and created for testing that stuff. It's really, really impressive. So here you can, I don't know if you can read that or not. It says adjust one mouse to mimic the feel of another mouse. So we hit next, other mouse, and then you input your other one, like 400. That's what I have on the Death Adder. Going back over here to check that. And then destination mouse, connected via Lightspeed. We'll hit next. It says hold your mice side by side, click anywhere in the G Hub window, and then move your mice together until the progress bar is complete. So you can kind of see, I guess it doesn't say it, doesn't matter which ones. But basically, I mean, you just line them up together here. And then, oh wait, I gotta line them up. Click anywhere in this window. And then I'm just dragging them to the right. Then you hit next. I think the other number it came up with last time I did this was like 387. So pretty close. So I'll name this correction 2. So after doing that, like, it made a difference where it felt more, I mean, obviously it made it feel closer to the Death Adder because it was directly mimicking that DPI, that sensitivity from the Death Adder. So if you're popping over to a new mouse and it doesn't quite feel how you expected it to, you can mimic that from the old mouse to really dial in the sensitivity, which is pretty cool. So you can kind of see, I believe, assigning a default and shift DPI command to a button allows for instant access to a preset's default and shift DPI. Okay. So, correction 2 is what I have set here. This is my profile where I basically mimicked the sensitivity from the Death Adder V3 Pro. Can you showcase the side buttons? Are those the same? I don't, like I said, I haven't used the original, so I can't comment on the difference, but those are probably, in the overall build for me, I would say those are the weakest link. It's just like a mushy, are they more clicky? No. It's just, they're pretty mushy. Even compared to the Death Adder, there's a lot more tactile feedback in there. So this first Superlight, except I don't really use the wireless mode that much. Yeah. Anymore, a lot of the cables are getting nice enough you don't really need wireless. The mouse pad surface calibration, let me look. I haven't done that yet. Yeah. The Superlight 2 is down to 60 grams, so a couple grams lighter. And I've got this little guy in here. Comes with that other little thing. You can pop in here. I think there's about the same weight with that. Okay, so we're going to go back to G-Hub and look to see about surface calibration. Is there an advanced option? No. I haven't looked at anything with that, so I'm not sure where I would find that. Oh, here it shows you the details. Yeah, I wish that'd be awesome. If it was, if only. So I'm not sure where you do some sort of surface calibration. I would agree. I would agree with that statement. If you already own if you like it, you probably don't need the upgrade unless you're just like, on the cutting edge, really feel like the 2K polling would, help with response and everything like that in like a competitive game. That's about the only reason. But I don't, like, me personally, 37 years old playing Battlefield 2042, I probably don't need that. I probably wouldn't notice that. I'd be happy getting the original, especially, I mean, it's still on sale, right? Well, even on their website, I think they have the official pricing down to like $130. Yeah, $130, even on Logitech's main site. I do have the keyboard. They sent that over as well. As you can see, It's the I'm in the US, so this is the wrong layout. The box shows the US. So I'm not sure. I've messaged him about that. I'm not sure what's going to happen with that, but so this is a $200 keyboard, and compared to a lot of other keyboards in that price point in 2023, it's not a spectacular typing experience. I do have the tactile switches in here, so Logitech's brown, whatever, GX brown. So maybe be different with the linears. But yeah, given that price point and like, the recent Razer keyboard, which is getting great reviews. Yeah, I still haven't tried that one yet. I would love to try that one. It's like the build quality, everything technically on paper and the build quality, everything seems really solid here. The media roller is really nice, super lightweight, very easy to adjust. Obviously having the media keys up here, it's light speed wireless, also Bluetooth, or you can have it wired in like I do right now. So those are all great. It comes with a super slick carrying case. So once again, it seems more catered to the pro who's taking this to tournaments or things like that. But just a, like I said, a player who's kind of doing hybrid between work and play at my desk here. I even prefer typing on like the HyperX Alloy Origin 65. So it's a hard one for me. The shortest actuation point on the keyboard. Let's check it out. Is that something you can configure? I'm going back over to the software here. One cool thing, you can pair both the mouse and the keyboard together. You do lose the 2K polling on the mouse if you do that. Because there's like 1K polling from the keyboard. So something to keep in mind there. Yeah. Let's party. Get this out of here. Oh, this is all just light sync. That's not necessarily what we want, right? Assignments. The sickest potato wedges. There you go. One thing that was pretty cool when I was playing Battlefield 2042 is that all the keys that I actually have like mapped and are using in there, they all lit up on here. It's like only the keys, and they were like, different tiers of what you use. Like your WASD was one color, and then some of the secondary keys were different color. That was kind of cool. Not that I typically look at my keyboard while I'm playing, but kind of cool. Okay, so what we're looking for, we're trying to see if we can adjust the actuation distance, right? Does it show in here when something's being actuated? I hadn't set anything up. Like, I hadn't made any changes. Oh, do I have any custom? That's a good question. I'm trying to think if I've changed any. if I've made my own custom profile in there. Yeah. I don't remember. I don't know that I've changed anything from whatever's default in the game. And you can change a whole bunch of stuff here. The playlist, yeah. It's just the Stream Beats Synthwave playlist. How do you change that? Or how do you... I'll pop it in here. Yeah. And they don't have any, like crazy like dampening and like sound stuff in here. So let me see. I do have my fan running. I could try turning off NVIDIA broadcast to see if you can hear some of that noise in the background. Let me know how this sounds. Let's see if I spam spacebar. Is anything gonna happen? Oh, that is turn that on and off. Let me go back to something over here. Is that coming through? Can you hear the spacebar? Yeah. Here's the shift key. Sounds completely... Oh, I probably shouldn't spam that. That does something, right? Yeah, it's just... I don't know. $200 keyboard. And once again, these are the browns. I don't know what the reds would sound like. Let me turn the... Oh, while I have the mic turned off, you could hear the sound of the... This is the sound of the G Pro X Superlight. Did that come through? Hear the side buttons. I don't even know if this will make a noise. I don't even know if you'll be able to hear that. Whereas the Death Adder... could definitely feel a lot more. So I'm going to turn my noise removal back on for my fan. Right? For, 3 years later or whatever, it's surprising that they weren't able to get it lower than that. I agree. I mean, it's still a very lightweight mouse, but why can't it be more why can't it be more lightweight? It's $10 more. I mean, if you think about the upgrades, like it's USB-C, 3 grams lighter, double the polling, it's got that 2K polling, and more customizability for sensitivity and mimicking other mice in the software. So I do think there are some like cool features in there for someone who's hyper tuned into like the sensitivity of their mouse. Is there rapid trigger on the keyboard? So let's go back to... I'm trying to figure out where you make these adjustments. I haven't spent enough time in the software with this keyboard to really know what I'm doing with it. These are assignments. So yeah, because we just have light sync, we have assignments, and then we have game mode. As far as customizing the keyboard, I mean, you can either click on it and get to this page, or if you hit settings, you get to this here, and there's no sort of adjustment. Yeah, that might be. Let's see. It's not there because it's not there. if they call out anything in the in their actual page. Like I said, I was with family all weekend, so I haven't had a whole lot of time to really dive into this. Customizing control, but this is just basically light sync, game mode button, game mode lock, media controls. Ready to win. DualShock PBT. Connectivity. That's about it. Main feature they point out is wireless. Yeah. Once again, you know, with the carrying case for pros that are traveling and, you know, want to set up a wireless thing at their tournament or whatever, maybe that's desirable. I think for me personally, I don't know about most consumers, users, like I'm always going to have my keyboard plugged in. I don't think I'll ever use the wireless part of it. But it's interesting. I'd love to see some different sizes. Missing a couple chats here. Rather keyboard that has the essentials over Wars keyboard. Would love to see some different sizes. 65, 75, some optical switches at least, yeah. Trajectory, these new Pro products mark the end of Logitech as a top dog. Yeah. Yeah, with some other things, some of the competition these days, I do feel like they might be losing that. You know, the Superlight for so long was really, at least as far as I know, was really such a respected, and I mean, it's still a great mouse, but there are a lot more great mice out there now that are making more innovations. And the keyboard, yeah, I don't know. If you want the whole Logitech ecosystem and you want wireless, great. I probably won't use it. I definitely won't use it. Okay. Are the clicks as heavy as people are saying? They're definitely heavier. They're heavy and they're... I don't know. I don't think they're that heavy or too heavy. Like, I think I talked about this in the SteelSeries Prime mice. Those were a very heavy, very tactile, clicky. Those were a clicky click. And like to the point where sometimes, I don't know if I ever like missed, you know, pulling the trigger when I was playing an FPS game or something, but like it took more input to kind of do that. I don't think that I've ever had, I don't think that I've had that issue with the Superlight. I don't think it's that heavy. But I wouldn't say it's like a light click. Yeah, sorry I missed those. Just coming back to you. Done making dinner. All right, man. Hey, thanks for stopping in. Enjoy your dinner. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, that's interesting. I mean, yeah, like I said, it still feels good. Yeah, I like the clicks. I like the sharp tactile click on there. I'm comparing it directly, like I have the Death Adder V3 Pro right next to it. And going back and forth, like it's not a huge difference between the two, but I do think that the Logitech is definitely sharper. I'm trying to look at like pre-travel a little bit. I think it has less pre-travel. I don't know if that'll really show up than the Death Adder. Like it doesn't take much to get down there. The Death Adder maybe moves a little bit more. Yeah, definitely. You kind of feel that flex in there a little bit more. It's a good feeling mouse. I don't find the clicks too heavy. Post travel? once again, it's not a whole lot in there. Like, you can't really push it down a whole lot. Not a whole lot of wiggle. Compare it to the Death Adder again. Wonder if I should compare it to the Viper V2 Pro. This is probably closer, I would say, than the Death Adder. Very little post travel in this. I don't know. I don't have one. I've never actually used the original. So I can't say. Unsubscribe. Yep. You're on the original. You ordered the V2 Superlight? Scroll wheels are nearly identical between the Death Adder and the Superlight 2. Does the left click, right click feel similar? I think it does. It's a little bit sharper. I don't think it's super heavy. I don't have any issue clicking it. It's sharper, and compared to the Death Adder V3 Pro, there's a little bit less movement, a little bit less travel, both pre and post. Yeah. Yeah, I feel like that's kind of the, that'd be my opinion too, is like, unless you're on the, upper echelon of competition and really trying to get the edge, I don't feel like there's any point in upgrading. Yeah, I just hope the coating is updated. I don't like how glossy, shiny it becomes. Yeah. Yeah, even in like taking a preview picture of this, I got some like little sweaty glossy marks on it, but you can't really see a whole lot now. So you can kind of tell that, let's see, I don't know if that'll pick up on stream. This is the Death Adder, or the Viper V2 Pro. You can kind of tell there's definitely texture on that coating there. And then the Superlight 2 is a lot smoother. A lot smoother. And you can feel that. Yeah. Yeah, just like keycaps and everything, I'm sure. The more I use it, the glossier it becomes. Nice. How the side buttons feel? Are they more tactile? Nope. I mean, like I said, I haven't used the original, but these are not tactile. They're very mushy. Yeah. Was there more used gloss? I guess, yeah, I don't have the Viper V2, but I can already tell I would prefer its coating. Yeah. That's a great mouse too. Is there a difference with the polling rate? Like, is it smoother than the Pro X1? It's 2K on the Superlight 2, so in theory, yes, that should be smoother, should be a little bit more responsive. I think that, like we were talking about Optimum Tech earlier in some of his reviews, and like testing some of the newer mice with a higher polling rate, usually those perform better as far as input latency, just because I think they're updating more frequently. So, I mean, I don't have a way to actually test that, so I can't really back that up saying that, yes, it is lower latency. But I think that is the thought behind it. I still believe that in some of that testing, Optimum Tech, yeah, oh my gosh, it's so fun to watch his videos. They're so good. Did they change the wireless protocol? Let me look in my notes and see if I can find anything about that. Let's see here. I believe with the keyboard they talked about updated protocol. I don't remember if that was just the keyboard or if that was like both of them all together. I do know that they can share the same, like you can multi-point pair, but with the keyboard and the mouse into the same dongle. Do I even have those notes? But I don't remember for sure. Yeah, I don't remember. Yeah, I'm sorry, I can't find that right now. We could look at the web page again and see, but I don't remember if that was changed at all on the mouse. Hey, I'm not the only one. I know I basically never see anybody else do it, but I'm pretty sure I'm not the only one who does it. Can you feel the difference with the lift off distance on high? Let me see. Let's remember where to even make that tweak. I feel like... Oh, there you go. You hit the advanced. On high. There's definitely a noticeable difference between low and high, although high even still feels like it's pretty low. On low, it's like you just barely lift it off, like hardly comes off the surface, and it stops. On high, you can like, it feels like you can notice it a little bit more. I don't know if that's helpful or not. Do they have it on G Pro Superlight 2? We can get it renewed for $100 of the original. I'm pretty sure on Logitech's website it still says coming soon. Yeah, pre-order on their website. Oh, if you go to the store page. Yes. Oh, okay, but it won't ship for a little while, it looks like. So you can buy it, but it won't ship for a little bit. Yeah, the side buttons unfortunately are still pretty mushy. I mean, like I said, I haven't used the original to compare the difference between the two, but compared to like the latest from Razer, the Death Adder V3 Pro and the Viper V2 Pro, these are a lot clickier. And the Superlight 2 is definitely mushy in comparison to these, which is so different from Mouse 1 and Mouse 2. They're very clicky, very tactile, but not the side buttons. I still love the Death Adder V3 Pro is my main. I love that mouse. Right. That's how these are too. Like, you know, it's not like you miss them or you feel like they aren't, like you aren't, yeah, or they don't feel like they aren't actually, you know, actuating the button. They're just mushy. Like it's not a great feeling button. Gone through 4 units, really? Flex where? Like in the shell? That's wild. What are you doing to your mice? Oh, the sides. Excuse me. The sides. Yeah, I don't know if that's... Yeah, never something I've had an issue with. I just love the lightweight design of it and the shape. Yeah, I totally believe you. But it's never something that I've noticed on mine. I love it. I will drop a link to this product page in the chat if anybody's interested in checking it out. Let me make that real quick. That's the G Pro X2 link. Well, that's all they have, white and black. I mean, that's all they have on Amazon right now. You can pre-order pink from their website, which, I mean, I don't know. I can't imagine it would ship later than the white and black ones. I guess I don't really know. Oh, interesting. I feel like I missed something. Oh yeah, it could have been a bad batch with Death Adder. Definitely possible. That absolutely happens. Recharge via USB-C, yes. I think it also supports power play. How high is the liftoff distance? Can you notice it? Sorry, I didn't hear you. How's the high? Let me actually kind of boop around with it to see if that's something I would ever notice. I think it feels better. I don't think I would use it on high. I'd probably just use it on low. You can feel a difference between those, definitely. Mediums, I don't know if I could really tell much of a difference with a medium. Like I said, this is just kind of first impressions. I'd maybe have to spend some time gaming with the different distances to have a better answer for that. So I mean, I'm still planning on putting together a complete review of this. So yeah, make sure you're subscribed. We'll talk about that more in depth. I'll talk about more of my impressions after using it for a while. Yeah, you're welcome. Did you get a review unit of the keyboard? Yes, we did. But I'm in the US and they sent me the UK layout, or Europe layout, right? This little enter key. Yeah, we talked about the keyboard a little bit before. For a $200 keyboard, I don't know. With a lot of the keyboards that we've seen, in 2023, near that price point, around that price point, it's a hard sell for me. Based on like the typing experience, using this as like a hybrid for work and for gaming. I have the red G Pro X1. Worth upgrading? Probably not. I think that's. I don't think it's going to be worth it for most people to upgrade, unless you are a. I don't recommend the keyboard now. I mean, I need to spend a little bit more time with it, but I'd rather use like the. I like tactile switches. I'd rather use like the HyperX Alloy Origins, like even the 65 here. I think is a better typing experience than the Logitech. Me personally, but if you need something that's wireless, this can be great. Media keys are great. Obviously, TKL is great, but it's not for me. But yeah, back to worth upgrading. Unless you really need, feel like you need a spec bump as far as like higher polling, ability to make a few more adjustments within G Hub, calibrating it based on other mice that you've used. Like those are really cool features in here. But if you already have one and like you like that mouse, I don't know that this is going to give you much more. I could definitely see it for like the pro player who's like, focused on absolute lowest, input latency, no matter what, even if you don't notice it, you just need, you just want the lowest numbers here, a spec freak. I could see you wanting it then, but for people who aren't necessarily that way, I don't really know that it's worth upgrading. This is the layout I desperately need. Everyone makes only US layouts. Yeah, okay. Well, that's great. That's good. I know that they are doing a couple standard layouts for this keyboard, which they were pretty excited about. So that's good. Don't recommend this. Missed the keyboard section. Yeah, we already talked about it a little bit. I mean, let me know if you have any questions. I'm happy to circle back around and talk about it some more. A lot of the hype today, I think, has been around the Superlight too. But obviously the Pro X TKL is also their new release. Yeah, upgrade if your switches die. Yep. Do you think the GPX1 will retail around 110 now? I mean, it's already getting close to that. 130 on like Logitech's official website, and this is still on pre-order, so it'll be interesting once this is shipping if that goes down even a little bit more. It'll also be interesting, is Logitech just going to stop making it? Like, will they go out of stock? I'm not sure. Yeah, 130 officially on the Logitech site, and we've seen it lower than that for sale recently. Yep. Yeah, 105. Yeah, I feel like we've seen that a couple more times recently. Best sounding keyboard, competitive latency, under $100. Oof. I don't know. I haven't. I'm not too well researched in the latency on the keyboards. Wooting, yeah. It's mid. Yep. Which versions did I get for the keyboard? This is the brown switch, the tactile. which I mean, it just looks like a... It's like a standard, nothing crazy with it. Is it plastic? What, the actual material of the board? Like the shell? I think it's... It doesn't feel plasticky. Maybe the bottom is? No, you can kind of see it's like a brushed on the side here. Like, it feels solid. The build quality feels great on it. Like, it feels like a very solid keyboard. I like the design of it, but just from a typing experience, it's not great. I mean, it's not terrible, but I feel like there are good keyboards, like lots of good keyboards these days under $200 price point that probably sound and feel better. It's not hot swap this time. I don't believe so, no. Not that I could tell. They don't call that out on their website, so I don't think it is. I tried to remove a switch last night and I couldn't, so. What's the actuation on it? Let me look at the specs. They sell replacement switches for this one? Or for the old one? Because the old one was hot swap, right? Specs. What were we looking at? Oh, the actuation distance. Did they even talk about that on... I'm looking at the product page right now. See if they talk about that. Because it's not like an optical switch or anything where you can customize the actuation distance. I don't even know if they say what it is. I don't think it has rapid trigger. Isn't it too much for the mouse you could buy the same quality and features? Yeah, I mean, was the original too expensive at $150? I don't think it's that unreasonable for this thing to be $160. 3 years later with the upgrades that they have on it, personally. If we're saying that the original Superlight was worth a $150 price point. Which that's, I mean, well, that's a lot of money to pay for a mouse, but at the same time, like, it was regarded as, and still is regarded as, an incredible mouse. I like the idea of 60% keyboards. Need my function keys so don't use them. Yeah, I know. I tried to get by with a 60% for a while, but it is a lot easier to, like, even just gaming with function keys is a lot easier. I couldn't really do it either. Newfie feels amazing. Even the HyperX, the 65 that I was using, I miss the function keys. Did you try the Light Force switches on the G502? I did not. They feel improved. Do they feel improved? No. Unfortunately, I'm not sure. I can't compare between that. I haven't tried that one. G Pro X2 headset has the same mic as the first one. I don't remember if it's the same. It's nothing crazy good. Once again, compared to like Razer with the Black Shark V2 Pro 2023. Yeah, like, that's a great mic. The G Pro X2 is, I don't know if it's new or not, but it's nothing to really like write home about, nothing crazy. They felt Terrible on the G502 Plus for comparison. Okay, well, I don't think they feel terrible on here. They, we were kind of talking about that a little bit earlier. I think it's very comparable to like, as far as like the force that it takes from like the Death Adder V3 Pro. But it has a very satisfying click. You don't have to like, there's not much pre-travel, not much post-travel on there either. I thought that was pretty good. Each keyboard layout on the Wooty make it feel like a 65. Oh, that's interesting. What keyboard would you recommend over G Pro under 200 right now? I saw 7.3 has some good reviews. I'm not sure what that one is. Well, I always, I really enjoyed, I like a tactile switch. And actually, what's that new Razer? Is that under 200 right now? I still have yet to try that one, but everyone's raving about it. The V, was it the Black Widow? Oh yeah, this 75. What's the price on this one? Probably this one. At 190. Like I haven't personally tried this one, but just based on what I've seen, everybody's been raving about this thing. And coming in at $190, that could be pretty solid. Hopefully I'll get my hands on one here and actually be able to try it myself, but okay. Where were we? Oh yeah, Jumanji asked under 200 right now. Hot swappable, no. 2023 Apex Pro TKL, and I love it. Nice. Yeah, I need to I think SteelSeries has been killing it lately. Corsair K70 TKL is pretty nice. Yeah. I think it's worth the upgrade from original Superlight. No, I don't think it is. For me, definitely not. If I was like 16 and, you know, trying to decide if I wanted to go pro in an FPS game, or like, you know, try to really grind on that, maybe, where you feel like you just need like the cutting edge on everything, maybe, like, because there are some upgrades here that I think would be more beneficial or more geared towards like a pro player. But if you're not, you can get the old generation on sale, which is still a great mouse. Just bought a Nuki Halo 75. Things are good keyboard. I honestly don't know much about that, so I can't say. We'll see if anybody in the chat here has any experience with that one. Even if the upgrades are minimal, I always believe Logitech takes their time to perfect as much as possible what they are releasing. They definitely still feel like premium when it comes to like quality and everything. And you can tell like this has been in the works for a long time, even just based on like the press release schedule, and you know how quick, like how long ago they were getting in contact with everybody. They've taken their time with it and done their due diligence. Nice. Thanks, Johnny John, for talking about the Halo 75. 2 of my headsets broke. I love the headset. Shame they break so easily. Oh no, that stinks. Using the Viper Mini signature. Wow. Wow. Don't know what don't you like about it? You just got the Superlight yesterday. I mean, I believe it because it's been on sale recently. It's been a great time to buy it, and it's still a great mouse. So you probably saved some money. Use the power play. I don't know. I've never used it. I mean, the thing is, a I wanted to buy the GPX2, but I don't know if it's worth the price. Maybe better. I mean, I don't know about the Pulsar. I don't think a Glorious is better. The Logitech feels higher quality than any Glorious that I've tried, even their Pro mice, which felt even worse than a lot of their other mice. Is it worth the price? I don't know. If you feel like you need, you know, faster response time and USB-C, a little bit better battery life, $160. I don't think it's that crazy of an asking price for this mouse. But like we've said, it's also a great time to pick up the original. You can get great deals on it right now. And they run a sale on their website. I mean, that's the thing. The original Superlight was very rarely on sale, right? Like, it hasn't been until like the last year where we're starting to like consistently see it dropping down more than like $10. So it might be a little while till this second gen is on sale. I guess we'll see how sales go. If it's not doing as well as the original because it's not worth the upgrade, you know, maybe they don't sell as much because people are like, hey, the first one is much better, or a better deal for the price. Maybe they will have to put it on sale to try to move units. It'll be interesting to see. Four Superlights? You only have 2 hands. What do you need 4 Superlights for? Gotta catch them all. There you go. Just collecting them. I mean, should I buy this? Is it not worth the price? It's a great mouse. It feels great. It has some really nice features to it. 2K polling's great. Some good calibration and stuff you can do from the software. Are you going to notice a huge difference over the first generation, which you can get for $30 less from Logitech? I don't know. I don't know that I would, but I'm not a hyper competitive gamer. Like, I enjoy being competitive in like Battlefield 2042, but you know, I'm not Valorant esports pro or anything like that. Death Adder V3 Pro or Superlight 2? For me, Death Adder V3 Pro. That's my favorite mouse right now. That's what I'm probably going to end up going back to, I would imagine. I have the red one for game and pink for work. Nice. Death Adder V3 Faker Edition, yeah. Oh no, red copy, the battery shakes around. Oh no. Materials are the same, by the way, in Superlight 1 and Superlight 2. I don't know if the coating's different. Like I said, I haven't used the first one. It's a smooth coating. I haven't had any issues gripping it. It also does come with grip tape. If you do put that on, it's very sticky, rubbery feel to it. It's not like a textured thing. It's just like a rubbery, kind of grippy texture to it. But otherwise, I mean, dimensions and everything is identical. Weight is a couple grams lighter. Yeah, good mouse, but definitely disappointing for his sweats. Yeah. I mean, it'll be interesting. I guess I haven't seen any like third-party, you know, input latency tests, you know, like Optimum Tech, if he puts something out. Hey, thanks for stopping in. Awesome. Yeah, I'll be posting a full review of this stuff in the next, I don't know, week or two here once I get some more time with it and gather some more thoughts. It does come with the grips inside the box, yeah. And it also comes with this different puck. I don't know what you want to call that. So I guess you could even just remove that if you don't need it. Maybe save like a gram or something. Skate's still muddy default. I'm not sure. Like I said, I didn't have the original, so I can't comment on it that much. It's felt smooth to me, but someone said for the sweats, yeah, I don't know if I consider myself a sweat to really know. Boss, he did the test on it. Razer still beats it. Oh, interesting. I have a problem with my Superlight. My mouse wheel is not working properly. When I scroll 2 times up, it goes 1 down. Oh no. Okay, so we have a few people who has that issue. Yep, it comes with the grip tape in the box. I remember my brother, he had a Logitech mouse. I don't remember which model it was. This was a few years ago. But whenever he had the power play, if ever he did like really big like side to side movements, I think it was like if he like went one way and then transitioned back to the other way, it would like just shoot the cursor off, like, I don't know, he would spin like 90 degrees or something like that. I don't remember what model it was, but it happened frequently. I always hear him cursing in our chats when we were gaming. Yeah. Think about Shroud keyboard, by the way. Oh, I haven't seen that. Let's see here. I'll go back to solo. Kids just came home from school. The G Pro Mechanical Gaming Keyboard Shroud Edition. This is basically the old version of the new one, right? Or have there been other upgrades to it? Pro grade mechanical switches. Well, that means GX Red Linear. I think that's the same thing you can get in the new one, yeah. I mean, I don't know. I'm not really blown away by it. $150. we got in here? Any other questions on the Superlight 2 or the new keyboard? What do I think of Amazon Renewed mouse? Sorry, I was trying to see if I have my water out here. There it is. I've never ordered one, but I probably would if it was a good enough deal. You know, like if the Death Adder V3 Pro I could get for like a little bit less with a Renewed, I'd probably feel fine ordering one. But like I said, I've never actually done it, so I don't know if people have horror stories of buying Renewed from Amazon. That's just my off the cuff thoughts about it. Yeah, I'd do it. Hoping we see more racing stuff here soon from Logitech. I think there's anything we didn't cover. We talked about in the review. Basically, in the news article we posted about it, just kind of covered the basics of what all the new updates and specs are. Didn't put a whole lot of, you know, my personal experience in there with it yet, just because I haven't spent much time with it. So yeah, we will be doing a full review. So make sure you're subscribed and checking out 95toys.com, and you can see when that comes out. Here's where I called it out. I'm not sure if it'll replace the Death Adder V3 Pro that I mainly use, but to check back in for the full review to find out. Pretty sure it won't. But I think that's mainly because of the I don't know, how I grip it and how I like it. I like the ergonomic shape, the bigger size, the bigger hump of the Death Adder V3 Pro. Like, I feel like I can actually, you know, sit it back there in my palm a little bit. With the Superlight 2, I definitely find that I find myself using this more fingertip and not so much touching it to my palm as much, which, I mean, obviously that's a normal grip style for some people, but not what I'm usually used to. And for productivity as much as gaming, I like the ergonomic shape of the Death Adder. Well, any other questions in here? Any other thoughts on it? Sometimes we transition over and play some Battlefield so we can see it, you know, in action too. So I'll put a poll in. So if you have an opinion as to whether we keep talking mice, or if we hop over and play some Battlefield, we can do that too. And give some thoughts with the mouse in action. Yeah, let me know. I think their weekly stuff reset today, so there'd be some there'd be a new skin and some unlocks to get to. How's the mouse wheel? I've heard it's less step-based and smoother. It's pretty smooth. I mean, it's still, like, there is still steps, but it feels pretty smooth. Oh, got a hair in there. I don't know if you can tell the different steps in there as I move that. It's quiet. Actually feels very similar to the Death Adder V3 Pro. Very, very similar as I go back and forth between those. One video mentioned there is a bit of a ridge on the bottom edge of the mouse, kind of drags on the pad. You got larger skates to compensate. I mean, the skates aren't very big. They're pretty darn thin. If I move my hand, you might be able to see that a little bit better. I don't know that I've noticed it catching or dragging. Yeah, I don't know. If I were to pick it up, you know, at a pretty steep angle, I can kind of feel the transition to where it goes off of that, but in my normal use, that hasn't been something that I've noticed. A sharp edge on them. Oh, interesting. Something people are mad about is the fact they changed the bottom skate angle, which ruined people's stock backup skates for the... Yeah, that would be frustrating. Do you think I can get more value out of something else like the Pulsar X2 or the Atlantis Mini, which are cheaper? Unfortunately, I don't know enough about those and like quality and everything to really comment on that too much. I don't know what the price point on those would be. So I can't really comment on that too much. Sorry. I mean, I do know, like, you can get the first gen for a really good deal right now, too. So if you don't need, like, the more, I'd say kind of like pro features of this, which is like 2K polling and, you know, ability to make some more tweaks within G Hub, you maybe don't do it, or maybe don't need it. Yeah, Boardsy, I know he's mouse fanatic. He'd probably know. He'd probably have some good input on that. Yeah. Yeah, we were talking about that earlier, the different pucks in there. He'd probably save a little bit by taking that one out. Nice. 58, that's like right on par with the Viper, isn't it? V2 Pro. Okay. I think I missed some. I'm going to get larger states to compensate. The Death Adder V3 truly master. Yeah, I love that mouse. Just got here. What's the difference between the two and the original? Basically, it's a spec bump. So new sensor, new switches, better battery life. You can do a little bit more within G Hub to tweak the feel of it. You can calibrate it to other mice that you've used, which, you know, that's something I did, calibrating it to the Razer, the Death Adder V3 Pro, and it made it feel a little bit better to me because, you know, right out of the box, the sensitivity felt a little bit different, even though they were both set to 400 DPI. So that's a useful feature for me. So otherwise, I don't know, it kind of seems like the consensus or my thoughts on it are, unless you're really looking for the cutting edge in performance and really chasing the ultimate spec, you could probably get away with the first generation and save some money. That's my thought. Do I ever use grip tape? I never have, no. I've never had a need for it. I guess I'm not sweaty enough. Trying the stock tape. It's kind of nice. Oh, interesting. I mean, the tape that comes with this one feels really nice. And it's a, it's not like a super textured thing. It's just like a rubber kind of material on it. That's nice. I mean, that comes in the box if you need it. I don't know much about the G303 SE. Better is the Razer Viper V2 Pro. 2K polling automatically works. You have to, I mean, there's a toggle for it. You can change the polling rate within G Hub. It's interesting, wired, you're stuck at 1,000. Just kind of interesting. Oh, the hyper polling with 8,000. Yeah. Hey, what's up, Tactical? Just switched from 400 to 1,600. It feels great. That's a huge change, right? Heard battery life was worse. I mean, I haven't, like I said, I haven't used the first one, but I haven't noticed any battery life issues with this one yet. Granted, I mean, I haven't spent a whole lot of time with it. I was with family all weekend. So, I mean, that's something I'll comment on in our full review, what kind of battery life I've been getting with it. Side buttons feel better too. That's vamp. On this new Superlight 2 or on a different mouse? I think the Viper V2 Pro feels better than the Superlight 2. $2K polling might use a bit more. That's true. And it's also, they have, in the settings, you can do optical only or the hybrid, which, saves some power. So it might depend on how much clicking you're doing too, if it's using the optical switches more. Oh, the tape looks the same as V1. Good to know. Adam, I don't know the differences with the new keyboard. With the big one. Well, they did add more media keys, more media control. But you've got your volume roller, which is really nice, very smooth, feels like really nice quality. It's not like loose or weird or anything. Obviously, you've got your other controls up here and a few more buttons on this side, but yeah. It has wireless and Bluetooth or USB-C, but typing experience isn't anything crazy good, in my opinion. Not sure if there's any reason to upgrade from the G Pro wired. Yeah, USB-C, yep. Just divided my sensitivity by 4 and it feels perfect compared to... Oh, interesting. Oh, gotcha. How's the click sounds? It's a very sharp click. Like, it feels and sounds good. I enjoy the click. Oh, on the Superlight 2 compared to 1. Yeah, I mean, I haven't tried the original, but even on the Superlight 2, I wouldn't say it's a great side button experience. To me, they feel mushy compared to the Razers. Using a higher DPI give you less latency with higher hertz mice. I don't know. Anybody else know the answer to that one? Does using higher DPI give you less latency with a higher hertz mouse? No, don't believe the nerds. Why are you using hybrid? Try out the optical. Battery life. From my understanding, like, the hybrid just kind of like puts the optical to sleep and then weights it back up, right? That's my understanding. That's how I think that's how they described it in the press briefing. How's dinner, Emil? I see you're back. I see you using 1K. So it's set to, it does something interesting. Let me go back to the G Hub. There's like a difference between wireless and wired. So wireless, I have it at 2K. Wired's at 1. The wedges were amazing. So good. And you can't go any higher than that, which is interesting. Do you know if the advertised 95-hour battery life is on 2K polling rate? I do not know. That's something I'll work out with my full review, and I can comment on that. So. I would imagine, I mean, it says with up to 95 hours. I would imagine that optical only and 2K polling would bring that down. But like, that's a guess based on what other companies do with, you know, rating their battery lives. It doesn't have any little asterisks here or anything. It doesn't say much. I have the brown switches on the TKL. Yes, that is the new TKL. Well, the hybrid has worse input lag. Okay, so I should swap that over. Let's advertise 90. We already talked about that. What does the advanced checkmark in G Hub do for the mouse? Let me hop back over there. So that's where you can do like your X and Y axis tweaking. You can change the liftoff distance. I think that's pretty much it. Where can I buy? Is it out? I think everything's just pre-order right now. You can place an order on Amazon. I'll pop a link in the description. I'm sure that's the right one. Yeah. So you can, I mean, you can buy it right now, but it says it won't ship until like the middle of September. What switches are you rocking? Yeah, I already said that. Boring but needed update. Yeah, I don't know. Oh, nice. Getting it tomorrow. Pretty excited about that. I wonder if it's worth getting the keyboard. Me personally, I would not buy this keyboard. I don't need wireless, and that seems to be the biggest feature here. Everything else is just kind of like, I don't know, middle of the road. It's not a great typing experience for me. And these are the browns, the tactiles, which I typically prefer a tactile switch. It's just not a great experience on here. Max Gaming. Are you in the US or are you somewhere else? Is Max Gaming US? Change lift up distance now. Yeah, you can change. Low, medium, and high. Yeah, we're still talking keyboards. You know, keep going for a little bit longer until chat dies down, but it's fun. The new keyboard, G Pro X TKL, right? Is their name of it? I think they are going to do it in red, and the headset too, or I guess pink maybe. I don't think that's red. Yeah, it'd be fun to have more colors like green, and that'd be really cool. Oh, sweet. Yeah, I looked into that a little bit, Emil, about setting up a Discord. I also messed around a little bit with starting a ACC server. I mean, just hosting it from my computer. I don't know if that would work for everybody. That'd be fun. Yeah, we can show the calibration experience. So basically, we've done it a couple times. I've just kind of calibrated it to what the Death Adder V3 Pro calls 400 DPI. Ritual, thanks for your answers, man. Yeah, thanks for stopping in. Really appreciate it. Oh, it's EU, but they have international shipping, just costs more. Oh, okay, gotcha. So with this, if we hit calibrate, copy sensitivity, adjust one mouse to mimic the feel of another mouse. So here, do your other mouse and set whatever DPI. So I'll put in 400 because that's what I have. Oh, I think I gotta wake up my mouse. Here we go. The Death Adder set to 400. So we'll go back over to G Hub. Destination mouse, Pro X Superlight 2. Next, move mice. Hold your mice side by side. Click anywhere in G Hub window, and then move your mice together until the progress bar is complete. So I'll show you what the overhead. I mean, I'm just doing exactly what it says. Place them side by side, and then you have to move it probably like 10 inches or something throughout the process. So I'll swap back over and move my mouse back over here. We'll click in the window, and then we'll move them together. I'm going pretty slow. I don't know if speed matters. We got a couple of check marks. Hit next. 388 is what the adjusted DPI is there. Which, so this is the third time I've done it. The first time was 387. Second time was like 390. We can go back and check. And then this one was 388. So they've all been within like 3 DPI of each other. I believe you can see that. Well, there was a way to, oh, details, if you hit that here. Have you played CS2? I have not. I need to check that out. Remember playing the original, very early Counter-Strike with my brother in our house. Having a blast with that. Battlefield it up. Everybody wants to keep talking mice. Got a lot of votes for mice. But I do want to play some Battlefield, so maybe we'll call another 10 minutes talking, and then we'll play some Battlefield. So if you have any other questions, get them in here soon, and we'll answer them and then hop over. So it has exactly the same shape as Superlight. It is exactly the same shape as Superlight. Yep. It's pretty wild. Like, whoops. Looking at it, I mean, I don't even think it says Superlight 2 anywhere. Even here it just says Superlight. So besides like the box and the USB-C, it'd be hard to tell. Yeah. Yeah, but it's a different listing. Like, it's not even in the same. I don't know. It's interesting. I respect they're calling it Superlight 2, so I would have expected that to be on the name, right? Not like updated 2023 or whatever. What do you think I should get for Fortnite number 1 or 2? If you have the budget, you'll probably have a better experience with 2, but I don't know that it's necessary. Me personally, as a 37-year-old more casual gamer who plays a lot of Battlefield, I'd probably just save a bit of money and go for number 1, personally. What switches for gaming? Blue or red? Brown. I like tactile. That's what I've got in this keyboard. With linear switches, I always end up accidentally pushing buttons and peeking a corner when I don't mean to, because my hand rests on it and then I just pop out and start moving. We were talking about this earlier. I haven't gotten my hands on it yet, but I really want to try the new Razer. Really want to try it with its tactile switches. Uh, 2042 has definitely gotten better. I think a lot of people who still play like BF5. But I personally, I prefer the more modern settings, so I love 2042. I think it's a lot of fun. It's definitely gotten better. Definitely gotten better. Nice. The metal case. Sounds very nice. Got 5 minutes before we play some Battlefield. If anybody has any other questions about the mouse or the keyboard. Which mouse pad? I use the Razer. Basically call it like a desk mat at this point. Whatever that massive Gigantus or something. Like the 3XL. Goliathus. The 3XL version of it. I've had it for a few years. It gets a lot of use. And you can kind of start to notice, like, I don't know, like where my mouse is, there's definitely some lighter color here. But I haven't tried, like, officially washing it. I've wiped it off a few times, but not officially washed it. Have you tried any keyboards with polling rates higher than 1K? Yes, there have been a couple Corsair keyboards that I've tried, but it was never anything that I ended up leaving on my desk for a long time. In the bathtub and wash with dish soap, yeah, works great. Yeah, that's what I need to do. Just haven't done it yet. It's almost time. SteelSeries TKL Pro. I think so. Yeah, we're almost there. We're almost there. Yeah, I think it's a great keyboard. I would... maybe I mean, it's the same price point as that Razer. Ooh. Obviously, I mean, the Razer's not a TKL. I don't know. I saw everybody else posting about this keyboard, and I definitely got some FOMO. Wish I had it to try it out. You go over the Apex Pro for a sec. You can zoom in here. Get close up. So it's got their OmniPoint adjustable switches. Very small picture. Yeah. Yeah, isn't that what we're talking about right now, Lucio? The Apex Pro? I think it's great for gaming. Okay. All right, with that, we're going to transition over and play some Battlefield. Yeah, feel free we will be using the Superlight 2, and I'm glad it isn't 4K or 8K on Viper Mini less until next day, usually at most. Oh yeah, so bought a lot of battery life drain. Yeah. Yeah, that would be annoying to charge it up that often. What are we at on battery life right now for the Superlight? Still 45. Last night it was at 55 maybe? Yeah, thanks for stopping in, chatting. Really appreciate it. We'll see you later. We'll be live again on Thursday in the afternoon. Maybe doing some racing. See if I can keep up my time on the Nürburgring. Okay. Battlefield. Yeah, so feel free to ask any questions about it while we're playing. Happy to chat more about it. Let's see. My game just quit. Try that again. Yeah, if you want to pop in for a bit, sounds good. you can pair a keyboard and a mouse. So you can pair two things. You can't do the headset because it takes up too much bandwidth. But if you pair a keyboard and a mouse, you lose the 2K polling capability of the mouse. It'll just be limited to 1K. So kind of takes out, I think, one of the big selling features of the new Superlight. Yeah, that's why I just have the keyboard plugged in. Oh no. Well, let me know if you get updated. We can try. Yeah, we'll do the limited event here. Basically, in lieu of having a new season, kind of the bridge between season 5 and 6, you can do these weekly events and unlock some things. Yes, we are using the new Pro X TKL with brown switches. And they sent me the UK layout instead of the US. Let me know. Here, I'll turn the master volume down a little bit. Let me know how the audio sounds, if it's too loud, too quiet. It's always hard to judge. The layout, so you can see the enter key. Typically on the US, the ANSI, I was researching this basically just because of this keyboard, but like the enter key is linear here and then the backslash is up here. And on this one, backslash is here, enter key is different. The shift bar is also longer. And then there's this Alt GR down here. It's just whatever like a European standard is. I think this is the ISO layout, right? Based on like the research I was doing. Yeah. They call that ISO. I don't know. I could be totally wrong there. I was looking into it a little bit, and that was my limited research, what I could tell. Okay. Turn off our music, and let's go. No, I do not want to be recon.
We have wounded.
See if I can spawn on these guys. Nope. Okay. Hello? He's still there? Oh no. Extra one just in case.
We're running behind.
If you're gonna have to use one of those online exam. Oh, interesting. I thought they called this one ISO, but yeah, I'll look into that more. Probably talk about that in the full review. Smoke down.
Soldier down.
Wait. I am not my usual, I'm not Angel. Did I accidentally choose that? Whoops. Cool. How do you... There we go. That's what I wanted. Oh gosh. We do have a health kit, though, which will help. Oh, no, 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 no. I pulled up my terminal. Okay. Back to Angel. Oh, I can't choose Angel because they're... Oh, this game mode. Gotcha. Okay, well then we should be something different. But I like having health. Dang.
Objective secured. Charlie sector under control.
Yeah, we'll do it anyways. Stick with Irish. Yeah, Adam, thanks for stopping in. That's great. Thanks for chatting.
Bravo sector.
Come back on Thursday.
I'm reloading, okay?
Hostile! Near my location!
US troops are attacking Alpha 1.
Oh, I'm not quite ready for that.
Occupation of Bravo sector complete.
We're going to switch to AR. It's going to be a little bit closer range. We are losing C.
Near my position!
Charlie 1 is lost. You no longer have control.
Where was that coming from? Is that down low? I'm going to smoke and then jump in there.
Our enemy has taken Charlie sector.
Оставьте меня здесь! Мне не нужна помощь!
Oh. Yeah. Oh, zombie first. Yeah, after having calibrated the Superlight to the sensitivity of the Death Adder, it feels really good. Like, feels very similar. Obviously, it's a different grip style for me. I pretty much end up
Charlie sector has been taken by our forces.
fingertip gripping this. I don't have it touching my palm much at all, which is very different from the Death Adder.
Our forces no longer hold Bravo 1.
Ooh, where is he?
Reloading ammo!
I'm taking
Bravo
this,
1
which
is
is
now on
good.
target.
Wait, my teammate just died right there?
Bravo sector now belongs to us.
Wait, they're up above me? Maybe not. Is it just our team?
Friendly on the ground!
Oh no. Is that not somebody right there? How do we get up there? Don't know if I can without being McKay.
Hostiles attacking Bravo 1.
Tango
There
down!
we go.
Taking casualties! Мне нужен медик!
I'll get you. Eventually I need to try the XY axis like offset to help with spray control, but not at this point where I'm live.
Let's get up!
Oh no! No! Dozer. It's an after hours thing, so don't embarrass myself anymore. Also, is there any way to get rid of that, like, tutorial on the left side of the screen? It's kind of
The American
obnoxious.
forces have Bravo sector.
It's nice, like, at first, but then it just kind of
Enemies
gets...
have lost
Oh! Oh. That just kind of gets in the way. We're winning, but I feel like I'm getting dominated a little bit. Let's go over here. Oh. Would it be interesting to have like an overlay on the side of the screen that like kind of ghosts the mouse? Like would it be interesting to see mouse movements on here while we're testing out a new mouse or whatever? Just kind of thought about that, or would it just get in the way? I don't think I'd be able to set it up today, but I can definitely set it up for the next time. Yeah, just kind of like ghost it a little bit. Could probably find a way to make it so like you don't see the mouse pad at all, but all you see is like the mouse kind of moving around a little bit in the corner. So we get the res. Guess not.
We have lost Alpha Sector to hostiles.
Somebody shooting over here?
Hostile resources have been reduced to half.
Let's get him.
Hold on to those sticks.
Get him in the toes. Oh, not Angel. I don't have my ammo box.
Let's make this place defensible.
Well, no, not for like, not for cheating, but just as like, I don't know. Just don't know if anybody would be interested in seeing the mouse.
Charlie Sector has been secured by hostiles. We are losing resources.
Use them.
Gonna watch up top. Like I heard a parachute.
Alpha Sector is now under our control.
Losing B. Go get him. Okay, back to the
Alpha
BSVM.
Sector has been conquered by the enemy.
Oh my gosh.
Take what you need.
Seems like there's still a pile maybe.
Bravo 1 assault initiated by our troops.
Oh my. I couldn't get back. My teammate was blocking me. Now we are getting dominated. At least I am. Team's still winning somehow.
Charlie Sector.
Okay. Oh. Let's see what we can do up here. Who's shooting? Sweet. Well, this match is almost over. I don't know if we'll be able to... I was curious if we'll be able to peek over here, but I don't think so. Oof.
Our enemy has taken terrible casualties. They're nearly spent. We have taken Bravo Sector. Spawn here, try to get back to A1. Looks like somebody was
taking that?
Our enemy has taken Charlie sector. Our resource levels are down to 50%.
Don't see him. Oh. Boom. Okay. Thanks for the carry, team. So yeah, we are of course using the G Pro X2 Superlight, G Pro X Superlight 2. If you have any questions, let us know. And the new keyboard too, the Pro X TKL. Oh wait, should I back out? Or are you able to get in this one? It'd be interesting to try them. I've never tried them before. Okay. Well, we gotta go already. Go for A1. Oh, shoot. I'm still Irish. That Starfar got Angel again. Maybe I should go with Salt instead of support. Vary it a little bit.
Just secured Sector Bravo.
Friendlies targeting Alpha 1.
Dozer.
Marking enemy soldier! North!
Oh, wow. Got a lot of them at A1. Okay, so we're going to go Assault. Sure, I'll do McKay. I'm going to go Scar with a noob tube for Dozer.
Tracking infantry! I'm close!
And a...
We now occupy Sector
Frag.
Charlie.
Oh, yeah, let me... I can join you then. Yes, I got Irish. Or not Irish, Angel. Oh, the only one they have is A1. Okay, that's good.
Update. U.S. forces asserting control over initial sectors. Alpha objectives under control. Sector secure.
Somebody in here?
Our enemy is assaulting Alpha 1.
The person's still prone over there. Come here, stay alive.
First aid!
Can't tell if that still is one over there. I don't think so.
I'm reloading!
Okay. So they come from this way. So if they keep pushing for A1, they'll keep coming from this way. Alright, let's go over and see if we can get Charlie. Dozer, I see you.
Marking hostile! Northwest!
Oh shoot. Stay alive.
Get supplies on the ground!
Where did that rock? Was that for us? I don't think so. I think that was a teammate.
Enemy down!
Sector Bravo has been lost to the hostiles.
Bravo.
Move out there!
Oh, reload. Put it down.
Bravo 1 attack begun by our forces.
Tango, sir!
Yes, yes.
Taking fire! Nice! Sector Bravo has been secured.
Thought I saw another one. Maybe not. We still have Alpha. Okay, we still got majority. Someone got him.
Down, friendly down! Can you hear me? All right. Casualties! Threat marked, near my position.
Oh! Just missed it. Try to move a little bit.
One less hostile.
It's just a bomb.
Charlie 1 is now our target.
Oh, that was close.
Don't die, don't die.
Need some more ammo.
Man
Stay
down.
alive!
Grenade going out.
Is the turret still there? No, that
Just
person
conquered
was.
Sector Charlie.
We got Charlie. What is it seeing over there? Oh! I thought that was maybe going to blow that person up. Okay. They were going for Bravo again. Let's go back that way. I heard somebody next to me. Oh no. I did not deserve to be alive. Thank you. Well said.
I owe you.
Oof. Okay. Few in the doorway to Bravo.
Bravo 1 is no longer ours. Just lost Sector Bravo to the hostiles.
Oh! Right behind me. It's quite the run. Thank you.
Man down.
Oh! Didn't realize I was an enemy at first because
They're weaker than
teammate
when
was
they
right behind
started.
him.
Keep hitting them.
Oh no.
Don't try to help. Assistance is not. The Russians
I'm
control
gonna go back
Sector
for
Bravo.
Alpha.
Paramarker, move out. Tango down. Loading ammunition. Med
Sector
supplies.
Charlie has fallen.
Throwing grenade.
Whoa. There's someone else over there. Oh, on the right.
40 meters away from my position. Friendly down.
Oh, no, no, no. I didn't realize he was right there. Maybe. Okay. Getting Charlie. Let's, go back to
Forces
Alpha.
have seized Sector Charlie.
Enemy neutralized.
Ooh,
Cover me.
no. Behind you. Knife. Jeez, they are all right here. Oh my gosh. Holy moly.
We've whittled them down to half strength.
I'm gonna try to go back from spawn and flank a little bit. Looks like we're capturing it.
Enemy soldier mark 130
We're
meters away.
maintaining sector control. Keep the Russians out.
Nice. Teams even? Yeah, okay.
We have secured Sector Alpha.
Alright.
Russian troops have entered one of our objectives.
Target mark northwest.
Get him. Where are those? Oh my goodness.
Sector Charlie's under enemy
Running
control.
away. Not running away. Hey, how about some team chat? I don't think, not right now. We're probably going to be calling the stream here pretty soon too. I think probably after this match we'll call it. Been live for a while. Oh! Got 11 bullets.
Just lost control of an objective. The enemy controls Sector Alpha.
Target down.
Getting attack on Alpha 1.
Enemies on the ground.
Okay, thank you.
Taking casualties. I'll pick you up. Man down.
Oh! He was waiting for me. Oh, behind. Nice. Oh my god.
I owe you. Shit. Don't die. Don't die.
Oh, friendly. Sorry.
Reloading.
No. People are in random places. Look for Charlie.
They're chipping away at our forces. Troops just captured Sector Charlie.
50 meters to my position. Spotted a hostile.
Okay. We're still up on the roof.
Look out! Around 60 meters from my position.
Danger! Sector Alpha secured. They're down to the last of their attack force.
Taking fire!
Ooh. Nice shot. Ooh, we got it. GG. All right. I think that's going to be where we call the stream for today. Thanks for playing. Thanks everybody for hanging out and chatting and checking out the new Logitech G Pro X Superlight 2. GG, well played, easy. Love it. Make sure you're subscribed. We will be having I will be doing a full, complete review of the
Beacon's hot. I'm ready.
new Superlight 2. We covered the news on 9 to 5 Toys, but yeah, we'll be doing a full review, so make sure you are subscribed. If you want to hit the bell icon, then you'll get notified when we're going live too. We usually post on Twitter and on the YouTube community tab. But yeah, if you want to hit the bell icon, that'll give you a notification too when we are going live. Plan on doing another live stream this Thursday, probably around the same time, 1 o'clock Eastern. And yeah, don't know exactly what we'll be doing then yet, but we'll figure it out. But yeah, thank you everybody for watching. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for chatting. See you later. I'm going to keep using the Superlight to get some more thoughts and feelings on it for a full review. Okay. Bye everyone. Bye.